Okay, so I welcome all of you in C Sharp lecture. Let us start today's lecture now. Uh, in last session, I have shared some documents with all of you on Google Classroom. I hope all of you have seen it. In those documents, I have shared some programs, and even I have shared steps wise explanation how to go and type the program, how to compile the program, how to run the program, how to check the output. Everything is given in detail. I'm just summarizing all those things in short, and we will move further. Before starting lecture, let me remind all of you that I have shared your attendance sheets on Google Classroom. After lecture, immediately all of you have to go to Google Classroom and uh, give your attendance over there. Today also I have shared one document in practical sessions. If you're using Google Classroom, I have created separate sections. One is video, second one is a notes, third one is a practical session, and fourth one is the attendance. One more is there, that is assignments. So these are different sections through which we are conducting these C Sharp lectures now. In last program, we have discussed about how to accept command line arguments. But before talking about the next part of the program, let us discuss what is command line argument. In C Sharp, there are two ways to accept input from user. One is command line argument. Second one is elementary input. Now we have to understand what is command line argument and what is elementary input. So command line argument is argument which we are passing at the time of executing the program. So in case of console applications, what we are doing is we are typing a program execution. For example, after compilation, what we will get? We will get an exe file. So just type the program name. For example, hello.exe is a program name, hello.exe space, and then whatever you are passing, that will be argument. You can pass n number of arguments. So again, I will repeat, what is command line argument? These are arguments passed from command line at the time of executing program. That means what? You should know what are the arguments you are going to pass before starting the program. प्रोग्राम रन व्हायच्या आधीच तुम्हाला माहिती असलं पाहिजे की तुम्ही कुठल्या प्रकारचं आर्ग्युमेंट प्रोग्रामला पास करणार आहात, तरच आपण कमांड लाइन आर्ग्युमेंट्स वापरू शकतो. ओके, नाउ लेट अस गो टू द सेकंड पॉइंट, elementary input. What is elementary input? It is input given when you are running the program at the time of execution. ज्यावेळेला तुमचा प्रोग्राम रन व्हायला लागलाय त्यावेळेला जर तुम्ही इनपुट देत असाल तर त्याला आपण elementary input असं म्हणणार आहोत. ओके, so this is more user friendly. Elementary input is more user friendly. Every time you can prompt enter number, now user will type the number. Enter name, user will type the name. Now this is called as elementary input. In this case, proper communication is established between program and user. So from end user point of view, elementary inputs are better than command line arguments. But there are plus and minus in both of the things. In case of command line arguments, it is somewhat difficult for user because all arguments are to be entered before starting the program. प्रोग्राम सुरू व्हायच्या आधीच सगळ्या प्रकारचे आर्ग्युमेंट्स पास करायचे असल्यामुळे ते युजरला थोडंसं अवघड असू शकतं. But it will be faster. Benefit of command line argument is what? Whatever inputs are required for the program, all are entered by user at the beginning only. So same arguments will be used by program, and the program execution will be faster, and that is why you will get outcome of the program very rapidly. But in case of elementary arguments, what happens? Every time program will prompt enter this, then user will type, it will be accepted. Then again program will ask something for more arguments. Again user will type. So in this case, Two-way communication is established, but the program becomes slower because of this interpretation. Okay, so the interface is very good in case of elementary input, but it is time consuming and user friendly. In case of command line arguments, interface will be somewhat does not exist. User is putting all arguments at the beginning of the program itself, but the execution of program will be very fast. Now, it's a choice of programmer. What kind of inputs you are going to use in your program, that we have to decide. Whether we have to compromise with the time, execution time, or we have to compromise with the interface of the program, the communication pattern of the program. Both are useful. Don't underestimate command and arguments. See, in DOS, how we are copying files. Just say copy, file, and destination. It is very fast. Why? Because which file you are going to copy, you are giving in command line arguments. Where you are going to copy the file, you are giving in command line argument. So commands. Omkar is saying network problem. Yes, I can understand. Yes, I can understand network problem will be there, but I will try to give this lecture in the form of video at the end of lecture. So let us see again, start with this. Command line arguments are faster, but interface will be, or communication will be somewhat poor. So both of the things are very important. We have to come up with this. In C Sharp, at beginning, we are going to use command line arguments as an input. And after having some programs, we will go for elementary inputs, how to accept inputs from user at runtime. Okay. So I have shared one more program, uh, how to accept or check command line arguments. On 15th of October, you can check your Google Classroom. In that case, what we are using, we are using ARGS as a command line. It is in the form of string array. So ARGS is a collection, or you can say array of strings that will be passed from command line arguments. It is argument passed to your main function. It is not compulsory in C# to pass ARGS string in main function. But if you want to use command line arguments, we must use string square bracket space ARGS. So ARGS will represent array of string. So we have to check how many elements are passed, how many arguments are passed from command line. A simple technique is that length property of array. So in program, what we are doing is, if ARGS dot length, L is capital, remember, is equal to 0, that means what? Length is 0, that means what? There is no command line argument. If length is more than 1, that means what? It will have some command line arguments. If length is 1, one string is passed. If length is 2, two strings are passed. Accordingly, you can pass n number of arguments by using command line argument. So how to check number of command line arguments in program? First thing, to accept command line arguments, you have to use public static void main m capital in bracket string square bracket, that is for array ARGS. Okay, so you are accepting string type of array from command line. Now every array has one property length, L capital. ARGS dot length or any array name dot length will represent total number of elements in array. By default, if you are not passing any argument, ARGS length will be 0. If it is more than 0, that means that much number of arguments are passed from command line. Is it clear? Now, in that program, what we are doing is ARGS, if ARGS dot length is equal to 0, no arguments are passed, it is displayed. If it is not else part, you have passed ARGS dot length number of arguments. Very simple program that I have given in the form of PDF. If you have not done it, you have just type the program, run it so that you can understand the concept. Let us move ahead now. In the next program that I have shared today on Google Classroom, what we are doing is we are going to accept a string from user and display it. So what is in a program? Name of class is string test. So class string test, opening curly bracket, then public static void main m capital in bracket string args square brackets and main bracket complete. So we are accepting command and argument. Now again I'm checking if string if args dot length is not equal to 1. That means what? If you are not passing one string, it will display string not passed properly. Then again we have to display how to run the program. Run as string test space one string, so that user will understand that user has to pass exactly one string to run the program. In else part, what I'm doing is I'm just displaying whatever string passed. Okay, so string colon args in square bracket 0. Square bracket 0 indicates first element in array. So it's very simple. Now just look at the program. I'm using only one if statement. In C#, we are not going to learn conditional statements separately because C, C++ or Java, you are using same command line arguments concept, same conditional statements. So if else part is already known to you, so we are directly using if args.length is not equal to 0, display system.write, console.write in bracket, argument is not passed properly, run the program as program name followed by string. In else part, console.write, string passed is whatever is there, args.0. So it's a very simple program how to display string. I have shared PDF document, and I will also share this video on Google Classroom. Okay, first I will put this video on YouTube channel, and its link will be available in video sections that you can watch anytime whenever you want. Okay, so that's all for today's lecture. I am going to stop here only, but the lecture is not ending here. Only video will finish. All of you have to go to Google Classroom, give your attendance, also read that document, type the program, try to compile it, try to run it. If you are having any query, revert back to me. Thank you. Thank you very much.